When at the fashion school, a requirement is for the student to learn as much as necessary on the world of fashion. And this is a true story. Stories come small and they come big. And this is just a big and interesting story that I wanted to share with you. And when I said that I collected not only fashion designers but also fashion books and periodicals, this is what I meant. While going to school, attending school 2 years, for 2 years I learned the history of fashion. In the late 80s, everything after 1990, of course, is brand new. Prior to learning everything that I knew from fashion, from the world of fashion, my most interesting stories that I've basically read to me were everything from Charles Worth, the first couturier, to everything that was happening in the 1910s and the 20s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, from Jean Coutu to Elsa Schiaparelli to Lanvin and Chloe. But in the 1800s, when the first fashion periodical started coming out, basically ladies' home journals was put out of business when Harper's Bazaar and of course Vogue started out their first prints in the 1890s. Now, in the turn of the 1800s, in the 1830s, when the Victorian era started, several books came out. In the ladies' pocketbook and Godey's ladies' book were the only books that people could buy, and people would learn things about what was going on in the world of fashion. And when I was studying French in the middle of the 1990s too, because I was going to go to Paris and I wanted to learn speak French, because I thought that was going to be important to me to speak to the French people. And of course I wanted to visit Hervé Leger, I wanted to go to Gaultier, I wanted to visit Chanel like everybody else. And so I met this really nice and interesting lady at my French school, and on my birthday she gave me this book. Now the story is, of course, this book she acquired in the 50s, and she was at French school because she was learning how to speak French, because she was going to retire in France. And I'm sure that she already passed away because she had pancreatic cancer, and it's a true story. She gave me this book because when she knew about what I did and what I was trying to do, and back then I was just beginning to in the stages of being a collector, but I was already a designer. She was very impressed and she said, "I want you to have this." And when she gave this to me, I was crying. And I promised to her that I will always keep it and cherish it, and I will pass it on to somebody that would appreciate it. So of course it would have to be a museum. You see, the first book on fashion came out in 1835. The books that told you what to wear. And I have before me not a volume, not something that came later. I have the first book, 1835, part 1 of the Ladies' Pocket magazine. And everything in this magazine, it is a plate, hand-colored, etched lithograph of everything that was going on in fashion in 1835. And everybody who reported in this with this magazine are not just stories of high society, of the people that were shaping New York City in the 1830s, but also people who were designing in Paris and lived in New York. And this is probably one of the most sought after books in the world of fashion. And only on the Metavox channel you can feel and touch not just couture at its finest from my private collection. When I told you that it dated back 200 years and you didn't believe me, well, now I have proof. And this is one of the 7 wonders in periodicals in the world of fashion. And it's a true story, and you are seeing it right before your eyes. And you know what? This is just spectacular because it's a complete book and it is the first print. So when I start showing you my collection of Vogues and Harper's Bazaar from the first years of the 1890s and everything that I have from the 1900s and the 1910s and 20s, and you know when I'm talking about the Gibson Girl, you know that I'm talking about the artist who basically made the Gibson Girl and not a model, a fiction model that never existed. And the Gibson Girl everybody knows. So stay tuned for more amazing stories, and always remember to expect the unexpected on my channel.